Throughout the history of the Catholic Church, converts have provided us with inspirational examples of holiness. Whether they converted from Protestantism, atheism, or even Satanism, the following Catholics are great examples for the faithful today. The former Satanist I mentioned is the newly canonized Saint Bartolo Longo. He was said to have been a satanic priest in his youth before a crisis of depression led him back to the Catholic faith. He devoted himself to spreading the rosary and to helping others. He restored a church in Pompeii that became a major shrine, attracting many pilgrims and revitalizing the community. Pope John Paul II called him the Apostle of the Rosary. He died in 1926 and was just canonized last year. Blessed Leonid Feodorov was not a Satanist, but as a student he did become a nihilist, influenced by reading Hindu and Buddhist texts. He returned to his Russian Orthodox faith under the tutelage of a school chaplain, but he would later convert to Catholicism after further studying the Christian faith. He became the exarch or leader of the Russian Greek Catholic community. During Soviet rule, he was subjected to a show trial and sent to prison, where he encouraged his fellow prisoners to practice the faith. The Soviets transferred him to a town where he was subjected to forced labor, but when he refused to stop teaching the faith to local children, they sent him back to prison for the rest of his sentence. After his final release, he was exhausted from his imprisonment, and he died in 1935. He was beatified in 2001. Another Russian convert from Orthodoxy was Anna Abrikosova. She and her husband Vladimir were important leaders in the underground Russian church. After their conversions, he became a priest and she became a nun. Anna founded a religious community, and she and her fellow sisters offered up their lives for the conversion of Russia. They ran an illegal Catholic school. She was arrested by the Soviet police and imprisoned. She died after spending more than a decade in solitary confinement. Her fellow sisters continued their underground efforts after her death, inspired by her bravery and determination. Benedict Daswa was devoted to the education of children. He was a teacher and principal from South Africa who converted to Catholicism as a teenager. He became a leader in his community, and he spoke out against witchcraft and other evils. He made enemies who were offended by his Catholic beliefs. These enemies ambushed Benedict one night, stoning him and killing him. He was beatified in 2015, and he is remembered as a martyr. Venerable Nelson Baker also spent his life working with children. He was an American convert from Lutheranism who became a Catholic priest. He used his past fortune from his days as a businessman to revitalize his parish's orphanage. He would later expand his charitable efforts, establishing a maternity hospital and a home for unwed mothers. He built the Our Lady of Victory's Basilica and fed the poor during the Great Depression. When he died in 1936, it's estimated that 500,000 people paid their respects at his funeral. He was declared venerable in 2011. Rose Hawthorne Lathrop was another American convert to Catholicism. Her father was the famous author Nathaniel Hawthorne, and she was exposed to Catholicism on her family's travels through Europe. It wasn't until she was 40 that she would join the Catholic faith, converting alongside her husband George Lathrop. She became involved in charity, establishing homes to help cancer patients at a time when they faced significant stigma. After George's death, she became a nun and continued her charitable efforts. She died in 1926 and was declared venerable in 2024. These are just 6 examples of people who became Catholics and had a positive impact on the world around them. Their example can provide even us cradle Catholics with inspiration to live holy lives.